Distinguished trainers, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome you to the online training course on principles and applications of integrated pest and disease management for Caribbean and Latin American countries, organized by the Non-Aligned Movement Center for South-South Technical Cooperation, M.Sc, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, in cooperation with the Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia. I will take you through the explanation program and the socialization of the use of the Learning Management System, LMS, and then at the inauguration ceremony, Ms. Channing from NAM Center will lead the program. Distinguished participants, as you may have received in your email, the participants should create their account on the LMS and complete numerous steps, including pre-testing, downloading materials, and watching videos. We saw some participants already created their accounts. We will give you with a special session to help those who have not yet made one and have problems in using the LMS. As you will see, numerous members of the LMS team will introduce and guide you. Distinguished LMS team, you might introduce yourself and start explaining how the LMS works, please.
Thank you, Ms. Niken. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? It's really nice to meet you here. Welcome to online training course of Integrated Pest and Disease Management for Caribbean and Latin American countries. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Renata Swastika. I'm a committee on this training. Beside me is Mr. Ridwan Wardiana. He will explain about guideline or program clarification of training and how to access our learning management system. Please, Mr. Ridwan, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen or participants. I would like to explain to program clarification. Online training course on principle and application on integrated pest and diseases management for Caribbean and Latin American countries. Program information. This program aims to provide participants tooling and application integrated pest and diseases management in Caribbean and Latin American countries. Participants are 112 persons from Caribbean and Latin American countries, include Barbados, Belize, Colombia, Costa Rica, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Guyana, Honduras, Mexico, Panama, Peru, and Suriname. Duration. The online training course will be conducted on 31 of August to 2nd of September 2021 by e-learning methods. The training method used the andragogy approach and virtual online by learning management system through the website n.elearning.bbbketindan.com. For registration, before using the ICIT Ketindan e-learning portal, the following steps are required to perform. Number 1, access link and e-learning.bbbketindan.com and log in with your username and password accounts. Number 2, if you have not registered on ICIT Ketindan e-learning portal, you have to register a new account by click the new account button. Number 3, after you fill in the data on the registration form, the e-learning portal will send a confirmation mail to your email. Number 4, check your inbox or spam folder in your email. Then click the confirmation link in the ECIT Ketindan e-learning portal mail to activate your account. Number 5, please write down this password IPDM 2021 in enrollment key column and click on Enroll Me button. Step to follow this training. First day, all participants have to access Pretest and the link will be open on August 21 at 9:40 p.m. until on September at 9 a.m. next day. Don't forget you have to click submit or the finish after do it. If you are not answered, data will be not recorded. On the second day, will be continued with the presentation of material about ecologically based integrated pest and integrated pest management control. This material can be accessed on the first day and 20 p.m. and this is same for the third day. Ladies and gentlemen, the evaluation to the training, the last day, you must answer post test with the link on the LMS and the link will be open on September at 1940 to 2045. The all participants to fulfill the evaluation implementation of the training on LMS, rule of life streaming class, participants are required to attend all sessions and stay for the Untitled program. Participants should also be punctual and join Zoom meeting at least 10 minutes before the start of official and schedule event, opening, closing ceremony, lecture, photo session. Participants should wear formal clothes. Formal detailed participant can see the training schedule on LMS. That's the explanation about program verification. Thank you for your attention and please see video tutorial LMS.
This video will guide you how to access this course by a learning management system or Moodle. Let's start to operate. First, type the link address in your browser, that is an e-learning ketindan.com. Then, input your username and password you have created earlier and click Login. If you haven't made an account yet, then you have to register by clicking New Account. In registering, there are some information you need to input, such as username and password. When you are done, please click My New Account. After you register, you will receive confirmation email from e-learning BPPP Ketindan portal. Please check the confirmation email in the box folder, or if not found, then try to check the spam folder in your email. And here you should confirm by typing this address and follow next step to confirm your e-learning account. You can search for the course by clicking on the site home menu, then search for the title of the training. After that, click on the search button to enter the enrollment key that's been distributed by the official. After you have entered the course, you will have access to different activities and resources. On general, there is an overview on the integrated pest management. Next content is pretest. Before assess the subject matter, you must take pretest first. Just click the link, click Atom Quiz now, then you will see the questions you have to answer. On the right side is quiz navigation. It will show the questions number and mark either the answer or unanswered questions. Answer all the questions, then click Submit All and Finish. Now you can assess the subject matter. As you can see, there are 3 subjects here. Based on schedule, the first subject to be learned is ecologically based integrated pest management. There are 2 contents here. Let's take a look at Model 1. You just have to simply click on the post and that will open up some. To do live streaming class, here will be open the fixed schedule. So if you want to join live streaming class, just click this. It navigates you to Zoom meeting. Then, finally, type your registered email. And ta-da! You can join webinar portal. After you did post activities, please click Evaluation. In this evaluation, you will find some activities you should do. Just click All, then Submit. I hope this video is helpful and thanks for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you very much and bye-bye.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this video can make you understand enough about how to access the LMS. So if you have any question, please write down on the chat room, or you can speak directly by raising your hand. Please.
Thank you. Pastikan everyone have already detailed info in convinced that there is more clarity in participants regarding the LMS. So participants, as you may have heard from the LMS team, you are encouraged to access the LMS right now, and we also invite you to keep the Zoom window open while start working with the LMS. And please feel free to chat us right now if you have questions. So is anyone having difficulties in accessing the LMS, whether in creating the account and also to enroll to the training? Please feel. Okay, one participant is raising hand. Please, Mr. or Mrs. Althea Grace, you can start.
Yes, please. Good morning. I'm unable to find where to log in to do my registry. Where would I go for that? To put in the password, username. I'm a little lost.
Understand your question. So you already created a new account, Miss Althea Grace?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Mrs. Swastika or Mr. Ridwan, maybe you could explain more the detail about how to use the LMS, starting that the participants had to get an account and also
The email,
yes, how is
the email that I received, where you can go.
okay. So your problem, yes. Okay, Mrs. Althea. So your problem is that you already create a new account, but you do not receive any confirmation email in your inbox or spam folder. Is that the issue that you are dealing with?
I have not created an account.
Okay, so as what the LMS team has said earlier, you need to create a new account. You need to create a new account, and then you will receive a confirmation email. You click that link, and then you a particular link on how
Let me see this.
which
I am still getting it. I'm trying.
yes. Okay, so Mrs. Swastika, I'm wondering whether is it possible if you, I don't know, maybe you could make like a live demonstration on how to create a new account and enroll to the training by sharing the screen. Is it possible to do that?
I cannot. I don't know where to go to register.
Mrs. Swastika or Mr. Ridwan, is it possible to make a live demonstration by sharing screen?
Okay. Ms. Nikan, do we need to play the video once again to all participants?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Video again.
This video will guide you how to access this course by a learning management system or Moodle. Let's start to operate. First, type the link address in your browser, that is an e-learning bpppketindan.com. Then, input your username and password you have created earlier and click Login. If you haven't made an account yet, then you have to register by clicking New Account. Registering, there are some information you need to input, such as username and password. When you are done, please click My New Account. After you register, you will receive confirmation email from e-learning BPPP Ketindan portal. Please check the confirmation email in the box folder, or if not found, then try to check the spam folder in your email. And here you should confirm by typing this address and follow next step to confirm your e-learning account. You can search for the course by clicking on the site home menu, then search for the title of the training. After that, click on the Search button to enter the enrollment key that's been distributed by the official. After you have entered the course, you will have access to different activities and resources. On general, there is an overview on the integrated pest management. Next content is pretest. Before assess the subject matter, you must take pretest first. Just click the link, click Atom Quiz now, then you will see the questions you have to answer. On the right side is quiz navigation. It will show the questions number and mark either the answer or unanswered questions. Answer all the questions, then click Submit All and Finish. Now you can assess the subject matter. As you can see, there are 3 subjects here. Based on schedule, the first subject to be learned is ecologically based integrated pest management. There are 2 contents here. Let's take a look at Model 1. You just have to simply click on the post and that will open up some. To do live streaming class, here will be open the fixed schedule. So if you want to join live streaming class, just click this. It navigates you to Zoom meeting. Then, finally, type your registered email. And ta-da! You can join webinar portal. After you did post activities, please click evaluation. In this evaluation, you will find some activities you should do. Just click all, then submit. I hope this video is helpful and thanks for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you very much and bye-bye.
Mrs. Plastic and Renata for population to create an employment training through the learning management system. So maybe Mrs. Swastika, could you explain the deadline for participants to do a registration and enrolling to the training and finish the pretest, please?
Okay, for all participants, you can start access the LMS from now on, but the access for test and the link will be open on August 31st at 9:40 p.m. at Indonesian time. Okay, until September 1st at 9 p.m. That's for pretest, Miss Niken.
Okay, thank you, Swastika. So participants, as we have heard from the LMS team, that the e-learning will open at 9 p.m. Jakarta time zone. So it means it will be about within 35 minutes from now, and it will be closed for the following 12 hours. So participants, just in case, maybe some of you have something to do at your daily tasks or anything, we really encourage you to start completing it as soon as possible due to the time differences and due to the short time frame to finish the e-learning, which is just 12 hours. Thank you. Maybe any participants? Okay. Okay, so Mrs. Swastika, one participant from Ecuador is asking how many attempts for the pretest?
Hi, and I am asking how many times is the pretest we have time to do from which time to which time? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Xavier. Yeah, Mrs. Swastika, he's asking about the still the same information that we just explained. So participants, we would like to inform you that the pretest, for pretest and to download materials can be done within 34 minutes from now, and it will be closed in the following 12 hours. It will be, as what Mrs. Swastika said, on September 1st, 2021 at 9 a.m. And again, Mrs. Swastika, can you explain how many attempts that the participant can is having in order to try the pretest?
Okay, Miss Niken, there is 30 attempts that participants should have answered. So after the last number, don't forget to submit and finish. So the answer will be recorded. Okay, there is 30 number for attempts. Miss Niken.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mrs. Swastika. Okay, so participants, as the LMS team has said, there will be 30 questions on the element on the pretest, and you only have one attempt. So once you already finish all of the questions, you can hit submit button so that your response or your answers will be recorded.
You can like just do it like some trial and error for the pretest, this ones, but the second answers will be recorded. So you can try, we can say the trial and error. You can try the first for the pretest, and the answer will not be recorded. But the second you try, the answer will be recorded.
Okay.
And yes, and the time remaining for the pretest is 30 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Swastika, for the clarification.
Participants, ladies and gentlemen.
So participants, if you have more about the LMS, it right now, session will be since the session will be concluded in 15 minutes, so you have 15 minutes left to address any questions or issues regarding how to use the LMS and conduct or attend the pretest and download materials.
Well, Ms. Niken, there's something that I need to fix about my explanation before. So at the pretest, all participants only have one chance to answer, not to like I said before. I'm sorry for that. But for test, you can answer for 2 times. So you can try for the first time and 2 times. So if the remarks that you have or grade that you have is so low, you can try again. Okay, I'm sorry for my mistake. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Swastika, for the clarification. So participants, as you may have heard from Mrs. Swastika, that you only have 1 attempt to finish the pretest. So make sure you are you answer the questions correctly, because after you hit the submit button, it will be recorded on the LMS system. Okay, Mrs. Swastika, one more thing. This question, we usually receive this question from participants. Sometimes participant is asking why they cannot download the modules or the materials. Maybe you can explain about the sequence, which one that participant should be conducted or should finish first before they can do or do another the activities on the LMS. Mrs. Swastika, can you unmute your microphone, please?
Okay, Ms. Niken, there is some steps to all participants to get the the next modules. So they have to finish the first year so they can get to the following steps.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mrs. Swastika. Okay, so participants, you need to finish the pre-test first before you can download the modules, because the purpose of the pre-test is to identify or to assess the base knowledge of the participants before the beginning of our training, and hereafter we will have a post-test by the end of the training, and we will see the further improvement in comparison for the comparison between the pre-test and the post-test. So Mrs. Swastika, there is another question for the participant. What is the consequence if, for example, if a participant having low grade during the pre-test? Is there any consequence for the participant?
For the pre-test, it's okay if they get a low result, but they have to try for the post-test, Ms. Niken. They have to try to get the higher result for the post-test. For the pre-test, that's okay if they have low grade.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Swastika. So participant, you may feel free to answer all of the questions on the pre-test because you can still follow the sequence of the training until the day 3 and even until the post-test, despite what is your grade during the pre-test.
Okay. Miss Niken, once again, I have to say, I have to fix my mistake. So, participants, you can access the modules after the opening ceremony. After we have the opening ceremony, you can access the modules. So you don't have to get the steps like I said before.
Oh, okay.
So after this opening ceremony, you can access the modules.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Swastika. So it means the participant can already download. They can download the modules, and then after that they do the pretest. Is that what you are, what you are trying to say to us?
Yes, that's right, Ms. Niken.
Okay, okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Swastika.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any questions again? Ladies and gentlemen?
Okay, so Mrs. Swastika and Rifan and participants, we would like to inform you that we still have 5 minutes left before the session is closed, so feel free to address your question. There is another question. There is so Mrs. Wastika and Mr. Ridwan, there is a question from the participant. He's asking, should he read the materials first before finishing the pretest?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Niken, participant don't have to read the material, so you can just answer the pretest because the pretest is for to know the what can I say the first knowledge before you join the training. So you don't have to read the material first.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Astika.
Yes.
There's another question from Barbados, from Costa Rica. She's asking, after finishing the pretest, do the participants need to come back to a session? Of course, right? Because we still have like so the sequence is after the opening ceremony, the pretest will be opened, and the next day we will have like, I think, a 2-day session, right, Mrs. Swastika? Live Zoom session to hear presentations from lecturers or experts from ICAT Ketindan. So yes. Okay, so Mrs. Swastika, can you explain us about a record of attendance during the live Zoom session, perhaps in terms of the requirements to receive a certificate of completion? Thank you.
Apa?
Sebuah conclusion.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, Miss Niken. Can you repeat again?
Okay, so what I am asking is that we will have 3 days live Zoom session, right? This day marks the first day, and then tomorrow there will be the second day session, and on Thursday there will be the third session. So can you explain about will there be a record of attendance on daily basis for participant, and how does their attendance affect the qualification of participant to receive a certificate? Thank you.
Harus hadir semua.
Okay, Miss Niken, participants are required to attend all sessions and stay for the entire program. Of
Yeah.
course, there's attendance for the presentation of the participants.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much,
Yes.
Mrs. Swastika. Participants, the committee is expecting you to follow all of the live Zoom sessions because there will be a record of attendance. And for the participants who finish all of the sequence, both on the indirect and the direct learning, we will send a certificate to participants after that. Thank you. So yes, Mrs. Swastika and Mr. Ridwan, I am afraid that we already run out of time, but after all of the clarification or the explanations that you uh, that you have given to us, so I suppose that everyone already know how to use the LMS and the sequence that they have to get through to attend fully on the training. And since there is no additional queries, perhaps we can conclude this session. So anyway, thank you very much for the introduction and clarification from the LMS team, particularly from Mrs. Swastika and Mr. Ridwan. Thank you very much. So yeah, Mrs. Swastika and
Okay.
Mr. Ridwan.
Thank you, Ms. Niken. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this training and get something meaningful in this training. See you tomorrow on Zoom meeting. Thank you very much for your kind attention and good morning. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay productive.
Okay, participants, we still have an opening ceremony, so please, we encourage you not to leave this Zoom meeting because we will hear remarks and the opening speech by the officials of the NAM Center, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Ministry of Agriculture. And also there will be a presentations about the profile of the ICAT of Ketindan, and also sharing of experience from the Indonesian government on the policy on the integrated pest and disease management. So we will see you within few minutes. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, Acting Director for Non-Alignment Movement, Center for South-South Technical Cooperation, Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro, Director for Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Mrs. Maria Renata Hutagalung, Director for Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Dr. Leli Nuryati, Head of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Mr. Sumardi Noor, Representative of International Cooperation Bureau, Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good evening to our distinguished guests from Indonesia, and a very good morning to our participants from Caribbean and Latin America. Welcome to the online training course on principles and applications of integrated pest and disease management for Caribbean and Latin American countries, hosted by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia in cooperation with Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia and Non-Alignment Movement Center for South-South Technical Cooperation, NAM-CSSTC. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed to the opening ceremony, allow me to inform you the sequence of our program. Our event today will be started with remarks by Director for Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Madam Maria Renata Hutagalung. Proceed to opening speech by Acting Director for NAM-CSSTC, Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro. Next, presentation from Director for Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Dr. Leli Nuryati, and followed by presentation from Head of ICET Ketindan, Mr. Sumardi Noor. Concluded by virtual photo with all the participants. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we shall invite Director for Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia to deliver her remarks. Madam Director, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Excellency Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro, Acting Director, Non-Alignment Movement Center for South-South and Technical Cooperation, Honorable Dr. Leli Nuryati, Director of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia, Honorable Mr. Sumardi Noor, Head of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Ketindan, Ministry of Agriculture, Republic of Indonesia, representatives from the International Bureau of Cooperation, Ministry of Agriculture, Republic of Indonesia, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening from Jakarta, Indonesia, and good morning to all participants in the Caribbean and Latin American region. First of all, allow me to express my appreciation to the NAM Center for the cooperation, initiative, and hard work in organizing this training. I would also like to thank colleagues from the Ministry of Agriculture for being able to share the knowledge and expertise to fellow participants who live thousands of miles away. I'm delighted to see all participants from the Caribbean and Latin American region who are with us, joining us for the online training course on principles and applications of integrated pest and disease management for Caribbean countries and Latin American countries. This event is another important milestone for South-South cooperation and the global development cooperation architecture, which Indonesia has contributed actively since 1995. Until now, South-South cooperation is particularly relevant and significant for us, the countries of the Global South. I'm happy to share with you that a few years ago, we organized two events for the region, namely the International Seminar on Disaster Risk Management for the Pacific, Africa, Europe, South America, and the Caribbean region in 2018, as well as experts training for contributing to Sustainable Development Goals and 2030 Agenda in Belize in 2018 with the theme Coconut Shell Craft Training and contributing to the global SDGs agenda. Indonesia is committed in enhancing South-South cooperation, including with countries from the Caribbean and Latin American region. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, it is now more than ever important to strengthen the role of South-South cooperation. The spirit of solidarity we had in our very first South-South cooperation remains the same. And in that same spirit, despite the current challenging situation, Indonesia remains committed in the South-South cooperation. It is particularly so that at this time of the pandemic and in the future to come, cooperation becomes more important than ever. Collaboration between states, international organizations as development partners, as well as other related stakeholders is a must. I hope the triangular cooperation with NAM-C SSTC will continue to strengthen in the future. To conclude, I hope that this training will be beneficial for all the participants, as well as a forum to share best practices and lessons learned. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Director. And now we have the honor to invite Acting Director for NAM-C SSTC, Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro, to deliver his opening speech. Ambassador, you may have the floor.
Thank you, Channing. The Honorable Director for Technical Cooperation, this is Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ms. Maria Renata Hutagalung, Honorable Head of Agriculture Training Center of Indonesia, Ministry of Agriculture, Dr. Leli Nuryati, Honorable Head of Indonesian Center for Agriculture Training of Ketindan, Mr. Sumardi Noor. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, Indonesia. Good morning in Latin America and Caribbean. I'm glad to begin this opening ceremony of online training course on principles and application of integrated pest and disease management, IPDM, for Caribbean and Latin American countries. Organized by the Non-Aligned Movement Center for South-South Technical Cooperation, or NAM Center, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia in conjunction with the Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia. I want to thank our trainees very sincerely for their relentless dedication and thank everyone for suspending their usual duty to attend this training. Director Renata, I appreciate your warm remarks and the government of Indonesia as a whole when inviting larger participants from Caribbean and Latin America. The NAM Center could surely not make this event possible without your generous cooperation. I might also want to appreciate the contribution that has been made by the Minister of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia throughout the training session through their prominent lecturers. Ladies and gentlemen, the organization of this training course was carried out within the framework of the severity of the issues relating to pests and diseases, the reduction of output and the crop failure caused by continuous pests and diseases that are becoming intolerable, and recommendation to conduct agriculture technical cooperation programs through training for Caribbean and Latin American countries, which include IPDM. This online course is therefore a strategic means of analyzing, sharing experiences, and recognizing IPDM potential in recent advertisement. Honorable participants, it is important to remember that we can identify successful IPDM research at each level through this training. This course provides the implementation of IPDM modules, IPDM resources, and the understanding of IPDM systems. We also encourage you to transfer the information and know-how that you develop in your country's residence. It was therefore the responsibility of the organizer of this program to supply food quality managers, traders, farm experts, teachers, researchers, and others with information to solve pests and diseases. The organizers held training on the following subtopics: ecological IPDM, tackling pests and diseases, horticulture plant diseases management. The program includes lecture, simulation, and discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished trainers, such online training is promising for agriculture tomorrow. I believe that in the Caribbean and Latin American countries, particularly their extension offices, are committed to defending IPDM. It is pretty fascinating. The enforcement shows optimism for the future. This positive position has to be communicated and exchanged. I feel that during the training, you anticipate the intensify of the discussion with trainers. I do not think it is superfluous to remind you of the relevance of this training to NAM in general and in particular in your country, nations. Indonesia, Caribbean, and Latin American skills and expertise will enable us to make major advances in reaching our global development goals. I sincerely hope that the next 3 days training will further increase our determination to face the difficulties of the day. As part of my wish to complete your course successfully, I declare the launch of the online training courses on principles and application of integrated pest and diseases management for Caribbean and Latin American countries. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Diar. Now, allow me to invite Director for Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Dr. Leli Nuryati, to deliver her presentation regarding government policy on integrated pest and disease management. Director Leli Nuryati, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Channing. The Honorable Mr. Diar Nurbintoro, Acting Director, Non-Aligned Movement Center for South-South Technical Cooperation, the Honorable Ms. Maria Renata Hutagalung, Director for Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Honorable Insinyur Sumardi Noor, Head of ICHAT Ketindan, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would like to thank to Mr. Diar Nurbintoro and also Mr. Maria for this opportunity. And now I would like to explain about the government policy on integrated pest and disease management. Next. Indonesia, regarding to the law number 12, 1992, about the plant cultivation system, and also the law number 22 in 2019 about the sustainable crop cultivation system, we have the integrated pest control. Crops protection is carried with an integrated pest management system, as well as handling the impacts of climate change. Implementation of crop protection is the responsibility of society and the government. Efforts to control the population or the level of pest attack by using one or more of various control techniques developed in a single unit to prevent economic losses and environmental damage. In this system, the use of pesticides is the last alternative. Control of plant pest organism is dynamic. Next. In our country, there are 4 principles of the integrated pest management. First is the healthy cultivation. In this regard, healthy plants will be more resistant to plant pest organisms. Second, farmers as the IPM experts. In this regard, farmers are able to apply IPM according to local ecosystem conditions. Third is the utilizing natural enemies. It is expected to maintain the balance of the ecosystem. And fourth is the routine observation, knowing the population, control natural enemies, and supporting factors. Next. So this is the control of the decision-making for the pest management systems. Based on the agroecosystems, we do the monitoring for the plant pests and disease population, and also natural enemies population and factors. Based on that, we have the decision makings. First is no need to control, or we need to control by doing the pay attention to ecological social efficiency factors. And based on that, we have the action to control, like the physical, mechanic, cultivation, biology, genetics, chemical, and other ways according to the technological developments. Next. So this is what we have done and continuously about the roadmap on the integrated pest management field school. We have the target of the alumni utilization. First is the one of observer farmers, help the worker field for the control the pest and disease. Second is to guide farmers through the field school for farmer to farmer. And third, each IPN field school alumni forms. The roadmap of IPN field schools has the objective for the farmers' empowerments. And here we can see that based on the IPN field school follow-up, we do the application of IPN wide scale. In the district IPM, the activities such as routine observation, IPN program, dam area, propagation of the biological control agent or refugia, and owl house. Next. In order to increase the production of the food crops, we do the food crops protection policy. First, pest control is carried out with an IPM system. Second, prioritizing environmentally friendly technologies through agroecosystem and site-specific management process. Third is the synthetic chemical pesticide are a last resort for pest control and are used wisely based on the observation. And fourth, production security targets such as high production, control plant pest organism, quality products, increase farmer income, and sustainable environment. Next. In year 2021, we have the support of IPM activities like first is the wide scale of PPHT. This is the field worker for the control of the pests. Second is the propagation of refugia. Third is the biological agency service. Fourth is the organism pest control movement. And 5 is the pest control means. 6 is the making owl house. And 7 is the empowerment of farmers. Next. So this is the target of the production for the food crops in year 2021 in Indonesia. Now we have the target for the production of paddy around 56.50 million ton. For the soybean, we have the target around 0.29 million ton. For the peanut, we have the target for the 0.44 million ton. For the green bean, 0.20 million ton. For the sweet potato, 1.65 million ton. For the cassava, we have the target 17.75 million ton, and for corn, we have the 23 million ton. Next. In order to increase the awareness of pest organism, We do first the monitoring of pest organism by agricultural officers in the field. Second, healthy plant cultivation, starting from the tillage, selection of varieties, fertilization, seedling, planting time, and etc. Third is the implement pest prevention measures using biological control agents, botanical pesticides, and planting refugia. Fourth is the chemical or synthetic pesticides are used wisely and appropriately seeks right as a last resort if other methods are no longer effective. Five is the bringing pest control facilities closer to the field, sub-district level, especially in the location with high or increasing brown plant topper populations. Six is to apply pest control movements with stakeholders, agricultural extensions, and other field officers. And seven is to report incidental pests and response every day to the Directorate of the Food Crop Protection. That's all our presentation about the policy of the integrated pest management. Thank you for your attention and have a good day.
Thank you so much, Madam Director. Now we shall invite Head of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training Ketindan, Mr. Sumardi Noor, to deliver his presentation on Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training Profile. Mr. Sumardi Noor, you may have the floor.
Thank you, Ms. Channing. Honorable Technical Cooperation Director, Foreign Affairs Ministry for the Republic of Indonesia, Mrs. Maria Renata Hutagalung, Honorable Acting Director of the Non-Aligned Movement Center for South Technical Cooperation, Mr. Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro, Honorable Head Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, the Agency for Agricultural Extension and Human Resource Development, Agriculture Ministry of Indonesia, Mrs. Leli Nuryati, all distinguished participants, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would like to thank for the invitation to attend this ceremony. It's a great pleasure and privilege for me to welcome you on behalf of the International Center Agriculture Training Ketindan Malang. I also warmly welcome to all invited participants from Caribbean and Latin America countries. It is also a pleasure for me on behalf of the International Center Agriculture Training Ketindan. We are indeed a great honor and greatest appreciation to the official council from Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia for their contribution in making this training possible. International Center Agriculture Training Ketindan has program which in line with the strategic plan for agricultural development through the implementation of technical and vocational training, as well as developing agricultural training model and methods for farmer, agricultural extension, and stakeholder. In this association, I would like to invite all the guests to enjoy our institution profile video. Please enjoy.
Think smarter, work faster and more accurate, save better. For you, from us, Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, IPDM Ketindan Lawang, Malang.
Kami dari Kabupaten Kupang, Provinsi NTT, mempercayakan petani dan penyuluh kami belajar di BPP Ketindan.
Saya petani dari Kupang. Saya bangga dilatih di balai ini. Terima kasih untuk BPP Ketindan.
Saya mahasiswa Universitas Brawijaya. Saya bangga menjadi mahasiswa magang di BPPP Ketindan.
Saya bangga menjadi bagian dari Balai Besar Pelatihan Pertanian Ketindan. Silakan datang dan bekerja sama dengan kami.
Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training is located in Ketindan Village, Lawang, Malang, East Java Province. It is 500 meters away from the Malang-Surabaya Highway, 18 kilometers from Malang City, and 71 kilometers from the provincial capital. ICAT Ketindan is oriented towards strategic plans for agricultural development through technical and professional training, especially in developing the functional and technical training models and techniques in agriculture for apparatus and non-apparatus. In the increasingly transparent and open world, the demands of the professional attitude and international standard are highly needed. To improve the quality and human resource competency at every level, include the management in both formally and informally. It is necessary to increase the capacity of trainers as the front line of science and technology distributor. They are required to share knowledge orally by teaching scientific and technical studies through various electronic and print media. In the development of learning facilities which are expected to always innovate, ICAT Ketindan is currently developing a hygrogenic media that easily accepted by organic food enthusiasts. In addition, we are working on the development of corn breeding for further through biotechnology methods. In line with the development of continuous innovation, ICAT Ketindan continue to improve the quality of facilities and infrastructure for training and the all users, include dormitory for 200 people, classroom with a capacity of 40 people as the learning places, main hall that can accommodate up to 200 people, a library with a collection of 1,000 books, complete sport facilities, a comfortable rest area and a local Wi-Fi hotspot, an agricultural product processing laboratory, a plants protection laboratory, a biotechnology and tissue culture laboratory, and a large experimental field. As a measure of public trust in ICAT Ketindan, there are some long history of training cooperation which have proven nationally and internationally, such as several international cooperation with ASEAN countries, Melanesian spearhead groups, and Palestine. Furthermore, ICAT Ketindan is also well known to be the competency testing place for agricultural extension worker and farmer. What are you waiting for? Let's join the Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training Ketindan, Malang. Be part of us and make your dream come true.
We wish you enjoy and get benefits from this training session. Thanks for your extension. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sumardi, Noor, and thank you so much for the wonderful video. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap up our opening ceremony, allow me to kindly invite all the participants for a virtual photo opportunity. So I kindly request all the participants to turn on your camera.
Okay, Ms. Channing, permit me to lead the photo group session. Participants, as you may have heard from the MC, you are requested to turn on your camera for the virtual group photo session. I will begin counting from 3 to 1, starting from the first page. 3, 2, 1. One more time. Give your best pose, please. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the next page, the second page, I will begin counting from 3 to 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Once again. Okay, please give your best pose. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much. Over to you, Ms. Channing.
Thank you, Ms. Niken. Ladies and gentlemen, we have concluded the opening ceremony of online training course on principles and application of integrated pest and disease management for Caribbean and Latin American countries. For next agenda, I would like to invite Ms. Niken Supraba to lead our next program. I thank you for your kind attention and wish all the participants to have a nice training. Good luck. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Channing, for leading the opening ceremony session. Of course, I want to express my greatest gratitude to Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro, and deepest thanks also to Madam Director Renata, also to Dr. Leli and Mr. Sumardi for the intriguing remarks and the presentation. Distinguished participants, this training is about to put into recess and will continue tomorrow. As you may discover from the program, before entering the day 2 of the training, you have a pretest to complete, and also we expect you to download the training materials. You can start the pretest right now, as tomorrow it will be closed at 9 a.m. Jakarta time zone. Therefore, you have around 11 hours and 30 minutes to finish the pretest. Finally, I announced that this training is going to put into recess, and looking forward to see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Niken.
Thank you. And
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
everyone.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice training. Bye.